Welcome back to Corrupting and Crime Daily. This is the show where I, Rebecca, recap live trials or give you updates or true crime stories for you to listen to while you do some crafting, whether it's diamond painting, crochet, watercolor painting, which is what I've been up to for the last few days, and whatever else you do. Doing some cross stitch too. Got that going on in the living room. Got my gnome cup. It's Friday, and I got some updates for you on a couple of cases. The first one is Rachel Moran, who went missing in Hartford County, Maryland. I'm going to tell you all about that. And the other case, Sarah Boone. Oh, that's another one that will keep on giving. My goodness. She is now on her 7th lawyer. All right, so I'm going to update you on both those. I've got a package that I want to unbag for you towards the end of the show. If you're interested, stay tuned for that. This is some stuff that I received free from a company to give them my opinion on what's inside. So we're going to take a look. Okay, so first I need a sip of coffee. Have I found a car? No. That's all I'm going to say about that. I have no vehicle parked in front of my house. It's a little bit freeing because, I had that payment due every month. It really, I don't know. I'm saving my money. Someday I might have a car again. I don't know. But you know what I do have? My dance skills. Let's put them to work. Got my little caftan on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Friday dance. Friday dance. Friday dance. Okay. I know you guys live for that. I didn't do a video yesterday. Did I do one the day before? Maybe. Not much to report on. So I want to tell you this story about Rachel Moran. Mother of 5 children between the ages of 8 and 18. 3 different fathers. Single mother, but she was living in this area called Bel Air, Maryland, which is this very tight-knit community. She was into fitness. She liked to go to the gym. She liked to jog. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Gorgeous woman. And doing okay as a single mom. But she liked to take care of herself, and she did quite well. Now, she liked to also go online, and swipe right. And she met this guy named Richard. What was his name? Richard Tobin. Ooh, he's a cutie patootie. Yes. So she puts herself out there as Facebook official, where you take the single off your Facebook, and they start dating. But on August 5th, they were together. They had gone together to the gym. Afterwards, I don't know what they were doing, but he drops her off at the house at 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m., and he doesn't hear from her again. Now we know that around 6:30 p.m. she decides she's going to go for a little jog or a hike on a trail called Ma and Pa's Trail. And she frequented this trail quite a bit. She enjoyed it. Her brother, she is actually one of 5 children. Her brother said that she actually ran that trail once in 42 minutes. That's pretty impressive. I don't know how long the trail is, but if it took her 42 minutes, I'm going to guess at least 5 miles, probably more. So in any case, she's never seen from again. Richard, he finally, about 11:30 that night, he calls 911 and he says, I've been trying to call her. She's not answering. I went down to the trail and I found her car out in front of the trail. So they send out police. They tow the car away. The next day, everybody starts searching. Now, there is this guy who said that he was part of the search party. His name was Michael Grabensky. He said he was part of the search party and that he helped find her body. It was found about 1 o'clock the next day. in this drainage ditch. There was, yeah, it's hard, like you go down this hill and you see off the trail, you go down, and the searchers actually saw that there was some disturbed brush there. So they followed that disturbance down and they found her body inside of this drainage container. And he says that when he found her body, she was laying on her back. She had a very horrendous head injury. She was totally naked. There was a 15 to 20-foot blood trail. So he surmised that she probably had been killed and then dragged into the tunnel. But police say he's not the one that found the body. So I don't know who this guy is. But her funeral was closed casket. So the fact that she had trauma is pretty telling. Like, maybe he's telling the truth and the police just didn't want to corroborate it. I don't know what's going on there. But in any case, she was deceased. She was found the next day, August 6th, around 1 p.m. So the police hold a press conference. And they said the press conference, this was about 3 weeks ago. They said the press conference was going to start about 1 o'clock, and then they moved it back to 3, and then it finally happened later on that evening. But the Hartford County police officer that did the press conference said that they were delayed because they were following up on a lead and it didn't pan out. But the reason they were holding this press conference is he says, DNA is part of any modern day investigation, and we had DNA from her body of a suspect. Well, they ran the DNA. They don't have a name that goes with it, but they run the DNA and they get a match out of Los Angeles. So they contact the LAPD and they find out that this DNA matches a suspect in a home invasion robbery. So, and they said, we have video footage of this guy. We don't have a name to put with the DNA, but we have his DNA and we have a video of him. So I'm going to play the video here. I'm going to play it a couple of times, 2, 3 times, maybe 4, because it's really short. It's just him leaving a home. Now you do see in this video that someone is shutting the door, like pushing him out, shutting the door. So I'm very curious about who that is, but there's been no information about that. But they're saying that this is the suspect in this home invasion and a sexual assault as well of a very young girl, apparently. And that this is the DNA, same DNA that was found on Rachel Morin. So
live, Shelby. All right, everyone. Good evening. I just want to apologize for the rescheduling. We had a lead come in at 3 o'clock that we needed to run down before we did this press conference. As of right now, that lead hasn't panned out for us, but we're still out there investigating. So that's why we had to postpone this press conference. So first off, I just want to start off by saying thank you for coming out tonight. I am Colonel William Davis, Chief Deputy of the Hartford County Sheriff's Office. I know this briefing comes in late in the day, but last night we received critical pieces of information, and our detectives have been working throughout the night and today running down our new leads. Once the new evidence came to light, Sheriff Gaylor was adamant that we needed to inform our community as soon as possible, and that's why we're here tonight. As you know, since Saturday, August 5th, 12 days ago, the Hartford County Sheriff's Office has been working around the clock to get justice for Rachel Morin and hopefully bring peace to her family. Since that first day, over 300 community tips have flooded our inboxes and emails. Her death has grabbed local, state, national, and international headlines, everyone with the same goal: find the killer and bring justice to Rachel. DNA evidence is part of nearly every modern day investigation, and in Rachel's case, DNA evidence was collected by our Forensic Services Unit. That DNA was analyzed by the Maryland State Police, and it was ran through the National CODIS system. This DNA evidence has come back as a match, tied to a home invasion and an assault of a young girl in Los Angeles this past March. Unfortunately, that suspect has not been positively identified, but he did leave behind his DNA. Based on the DNA evidence, we consider the individual in the video we obtained from the Los Angeles Police Department and that we are about to show you on our TV screens to be the person that murdered Rachel Morin on August 5th. So we're now going to show the video. And just so everyone's aware, this video, after this press conference, this video will be posted on our social media. All right, you want to play it one more time? Okay. When you're ready, we're going to post it on our social media. Based on our analysis of this video and witness observations, we believe the suspect to be approximately 5'9", 160 pounds, and of Hispanic descent.
They're looking for this guy. Now, it has been 3 weeks, and they have had no leads as to who this guy is. So the family hires a profiler, a criminal profiler, and she released this bullet point of who this suspect is. She said, and I want to read these because I think it's really pretty important. She said, you know, when the police tell you that they're looking for someone and to be on the lookout, you're like, looking, what am I on the lookout for? So she likes to give details. So she said, this is a man who's a suspected serial killer and is imminently or immediately a danger to the community. So if you see him, be careful. That he's a psychopath and he has psychopath traits. He's narcissistic. He's manipulative. He lacks empathy, and he's a pathological liar. I know some people like that, and they're not serial killers, but yeah, anyway. And for him to have gone from LA to this little town of Bel Air is very, very odd, and that it probably means he knows somebody in Bel Air, and they're not coming forward. So that's a shame. So, and then the fact that this happened on this popular hiking trail means he either was there himself getting a little exercise and fresh air, or he lived very close, or he maybe worked very close to this Ma and Pa trail. And then the final thing she said was that this would be someone in your life who was missing on August 5th between the hours of 6 p.m. and dusk. Hey, was your boyfriend missing? Did he go out for cigarettes that night? Take a look at this video. If that's you, there's a number that you can call if you have information about who this person might be. Maybe you know somebody that looks like, I mean, you're only seeing it's this weird hair, like, looks like somebody put a Tupperware bowl on his head, just shaved around it. Like, they think he might be Hispanic. They said he's probably about 5'9", 160 pounds, in his mid to early 20s. So if that fits the description of somebody you know, there's some numbers that you can call: 410-836-7788, or you can do RM for Rachel Morin, RM tips at hartfordsheriff.org. So any of those two, if you have information. And there's a $10,000 reward. And even as late as yesterday, the brother and sister for Rachel they've been on all kinds of talk shows, late night, Ashley Banfield, all these talk shows with their attorney. And they said, we just need someone to identify this guy. Who is he? We have him on film, and no one will come forward and say, who is this guy? Yeah, he's been in LA. He's been on the East Coast, West Coast. Where is he now? Who knows him? Give him up. Yep. Let him be tried in a court of law, right? I don't know if I mentioned Rachel was 37 years old. What else did I miss here? I think that's it. Oh, such a sad, sad case. But we'll be following that. Okay. Now the next case. Oh my word. Sarah Boone, 44-year-old Sarah Boone. Now, she is from the Winter Park area of Florida. Now, yeah, we're going back to Florida. We just love Florida here, don't we? She she committed murder. She is alleged to have committed the murder of her 42-year-old boyfriend. At the time, they'd been together about a year and 5 months. His name was Jorge Torres Jr. They were drunk. They had been out to a bar. No, that's the wrong incident. I found another incident online that she was involved in with him. So she was involved in some domestic violence with him. And it's not clear from the police report that I read whether he was the person committing the domestic violence or she was, or they were just beating each other up. But in any case, they get drunk this one night and they're playing hide and seek. Is that what you do when you get drunk? No. This big old body ain't hiding nowhere. He hides in a suitcase. And this is what she tells the officers the next day when they come to her home because she found him dead inside the suitcase. And they're buying the story. Yes, I found he was. We were playing hide and seek, and then I fell asleep, and when I woke up, he was still in the suitcase. Oh my God! Well, they look at her cell phone, and there is video on the cell phone of her taunting him inside the suitcase, and him trying to tell her, "Let me out! I can't breathe." And she's like, "Nope."
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
You.
Sarah. Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Sarah. I can't breathe.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. I want to give it for it extra. Here we got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, baby.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you cheat on me.
Sarah. Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut up.
Sarah. Sarah.
I'll play that footage for you here. It's crazy. Anyway, fast forward, she's arrested for the murder of Jorge Torres. She's pled not guilty. She has been set for trial. How many times have I told you guys, oh, the trial's supposed to start? The trial's supposed to start. Well, it's supposed to start Monday. And it never goes. She has been through 6 public defenders. She cannot afford an attorney, so one was appointed by the court. Now, these are not actual public defenders. When you have a capital murder case, the judge has access to a list of community attorneys that are death penalty certified. They can do one of these capital cases, and they do it for a fee that is paid for by the public defender's office. But they're attorneys that are in private practice. They're not public defenders. They become de facto public defenders because they're being paid by the public to represent Sarah Boone. Well, she has been very unhappy with this most recent lawyer. His name is Frank Bankowitz, and has written numerous letters over the last 9 months or so that he's been representing her, that he doesn't communicate with her. He gave her a couple of phone numbers that whenever she calls, nobody answers them. And he's like, oh, just have to activate them. And she's like, well, activate them. He doesn't come visit her. They had at one point set up an agreement, like, you'll just at least reach out to me every couple of weeks, give me updates. She sends these handwritten letters to the judge, very carefully handwritten letters that are paragraphs long, about how this guy just ignores her for months. Now, when he walks up, he moved to withdraw. He filed a motion with the court to allow him to withdraw from the case, citing irreconcilable differences, as did the other 5 lawyers before him. I watched this motion to compel this morning, and when he came into that courtroom, I'm like, what? Did the nursing home bus pull up? I don't know how old this guy is, but he's walking with a walker. I'm like, oh, what? Now, I don't often feel sorry for alleged murderers, but I gotta tell you, there's a lot of credibility to the letters that she is writing about not being communicated with by this lawyer. He's an old man. He's what? Like, could you check and make sure that the name on the list isn't in a nursing home before you appoint him as counsel in a murder case? So the judge allowed him to withdraw. He was saying that Sarah was being very derogatory towards his defense, that she was berating what he was doing and berating him. She doesn't trust him. She would call him a dud and a buffoon. Anyway, so the court allowed him to withdraw, appointed another lawyer, took the trial off the docket, and then put it on the docket again it was on the docket for October. It is now on the docket now for December. We'll see if this ever goes to trial. Yeah, and the judge made a point of telling her, I do read all your letters. I read your letters. I can't write you back, but I read your letters and I make them part of the file. So that's why they're all over Reddit. If you want to read a letter, just look on Reddit. You can read her letters. But in any case, her defense in this case is that she's a battered woman. This was something she did because she had been battered. I don't know. Putting him in a suitcase and taunting him, that's pretty disgusting. Any case, she's got a new lawyer and a new trial date. And she wanted to say something to the judge, but he wouldn't let her talk. And she's like, you're not going to let me talk? No. Not going to let you talk. So they take her out of the courtroom, and that's that until the next pretrial hearing. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And he did tell her. He said, "Listen, this is number 7. If something happens with this lawyer, I'm going to start looking at the conduct here. Because he's not pressing these attorneys for details, or what about this, or why don't you have a phone? Why didn't you turn to activate the phone? Why aren't you visiting your client?" But he said in the next one, if this happens again, he's going to look at it. Okay. Sarah, if you're listening to this, instead of watching soap operas in the jail, because you say you don't watch them, here's my advice. if you don't like your lawyer, yeah, obviously you can tell the judge you don't like him. But if you think he's a buffoon and you've got some legitimate reasons why, you can report him to the bar, the Florida bar. And if he's really as old as I think he is with a walker, they would have to investigate. And maybe he doesn't need to be practicing law. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm basing this on him. Maybe, we could give it the lawyer the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he had a hip surgery or a knee surgery recently. And, you know, I don't know. He looked pretty damn old to me, and he was really hobbling on that walker. Anyway. All right. New trial for Sarah Boone. Someday I'm going to get to cover that trial. That's going to be a good one. Florida. Maybe, she's going to be tried in Orange County, which is Orlando. She's from Winter Park. Winter Park is just north of Orlando, but the same county. When I went to high school in Orlando, and one of the high schools that my school would play would be the Winter Park High School. At that time, back in 1900, Winter Park was the place to be. Anyway, all right, I have a package to open. Let's get to it. But first, yeah, I was telling you, I've been watercolor painting. I'm working on my Halloween collection. Let me show. I ran out of paper. I got new paper coming today. This is one that I want to do some more work on. So it's not done, but yeah, I'm working on this one. And that's to replace this one, because this one I use a little different technique. But I like it. I really do like it. I don't know if I can improve upon it with this one, but definitely this one's going to be part of my collection. And I did this little purple broomstick. It's got gold in the bristles. How cool is that? A Hogwarts. Okay, these last three are really cool. Pumpkins. They're hanging from the tree, these pumpkins. How cool is that? And we got a witch hat. Little spider there. Here's the one I really like. Very realistic with the maple leaves and the pumpkins. So that's what I've been doing. Painting. All right, let's open this package. Let's see what we got. I know it's something I got to put together. I remember what I ordered. This is one of those companies where they tell you to pick out a few things and unbox it for them. And give you my opinion. Whoa. Okay. Lots of trash. Now, I didn't want to order a diamond painting. They have diamond paintings at this company. And does it not tell me the name of the company anywhere? But I didn't want to pick out a diamond painting because I don't. Most of their artwork is not anything that. Anyway, I picked out a cross stitch. So here's the cross stitch. It's got all the thread. Look at the amount of white thread that they give you. Good Lord. I've been seeing these new stamped cross stitches everywhere. And I have one that I'm working on, and I really don't like it, and I'll tell you why. I'm trying to, there's absolutely nothing in this package that tells me the name of the company. Are you kidding me? What? What you think that somewhere there'd be a name of a company, right? All right. Let me look on my phone. Hold on. I'm going to have to go through my email to see the name of the company. That's just crazy. Okay.
2 hours later.
Right. I have the name of the company. New Craft Day. That's easy to remember. It's a Chinese company. New Craft Day. NEWCRAFTDAY.com. So they want me to put a link to their website, add the hashtag new crop day. Oh, they want me to do a whole video on it. Okay, well, we'll do a whole video on it. But here's why I don't like these stamp cross stitches. And this is no different. And it's huge. The one that I'm working on, like this area here, that's blue, is probably, I'm going to guess, supposed to be white. So when you do all white thread over a blue background, the blue is still going to show, which is weird. I know. So let's look at this one. There we go. What the heck is it? I don't remember. I don't even remember. Oh, it's a house. It's like an old, like a little, it's a little house. Almost like in a sort of a snow globe. Let me guess if I'm right. 28, which is 190 by 190. What? I don't know. That's not centimeters. Here's the chart that they give you. Oh, this says 50 by 50. So what is 190 by 190? Oh, the stitch count. 190 by 190 stitch count. Okay, that's what that is. All right. Here's just a little chart that they also give you to follow along. Here is the thread. That is a lot of white thread. Now, hopefully the thread tells you what number they are. We're going to look and see. Look at this pretty pink. Oh my goodness. Look how cute that is. That's beautiful, that pale pink. Now, does it tell you what number it is? Oh, okay, it does. It'll say number 40 on there. All right. We're going to see if 28 is the white. I bet you it is. Oh, 38. Interesting. So what is 28? We don't know. Then you have this. Oh my goodness. Let's, what? Okay, well, we'll sort that out later. That's the rest of the thread. So what else do I have? This I'm going to have to put together. I'm going to do a video of me putting this together. It's just a bunch of pipes, right? Let's see. Oh my word. All right, let me tell you what it's supposed to be. A stand to do cross stitch with. Literally, it's a bunch of pipes. Are there any instructions? What the hell? Oh, how fun! No instructions. No pictures. No nothing. Oh my god. Okay, you did get instructions for the cross stitch. That's good. And the cross stitch came with a needle threader and this little, I don't know what you call this, but it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cross stitch needles in here. That's cute. And then we have this thing with all these pieces. All of these pieces. What the heck? Okay. These are the two longest pieces. All right, I will do this in a separate video because if you want to see what it looks like, watch the new video of the whole thing because that's just crazy. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy your weekend. I will be live tonight in a couple of places. So the first one will be on my channel for the live. I'll be live both places for the event, the diamond painting event that I am co-hosting with my friend Mickey Sunshine Creates. So I'll be live tonight. We're going to give away another one of our prizes. And after that at 8 p.m. So the first live is 6:30 p.m. Central Time. The next one is 8 p.m. Central at DP Addiction Adventures channel. We are going to preview, we're going to show you our Halloween canvas. Yes, it is called Craft or Treat. The event that we're going to do starts October 1st, and we finally got the canvas in, so we do want to show you that tonight. So I hope to see you then. I know. You're like, does she ever stop talking? Right now. All right. See you guys this weekend. Bye.